Hello students, how are you? Welcome to Najmoon's channel. I'm Najmoon Nahar, assistant teacher in English of Foundation School, Lalmatia, Dhaka. Today I am going to take class of class 8, subject Bangladesh and Global Studies. Observe the following picture carefully. What can you see in these pictures? So look at the first picture carefully. What can we see? There is a boy. He is with a knife. And look at other pictures and see here some juveniles, they are beating a particular person. So what can we see here? We see the different crimes committed by the offenders. So we can easily understand that today we are going to start chapter 10, that is the social problems of Bangladesh. In this chapter, we will come to know about the juvenile delinquency, the causes of juvenile offenses, and preventive measures of juvenile offenses. After finishing this chapter, the students will be able to explain juvenile delinquency. That means they can easily say or they can easily understand that what do we understand by juvenile delinquency, and they will be able to identify the causes and the effects of the juvenile offenses. They will also be able to find out the ways of preventive juvenile delinquency, and they will be aware of the impact of juvenile delinquency. So, first we'll discuss about what is juvenile offense. Here, I have written the different offenses committed either by immature boys and girls or the juvenile are called juvenile delinquency. So that means what? The different types of offenses which are committed by immature boys. What do we understand by immature boys? In different guides, the definition of immature boys are different. So below here, I also have described about the age limit of the juvenile offenders here. So look at the first one. In Bangladesh, India, and Sri Lanka, boys and girls of age 7 to 16 years are called juvenile offenders. That means in Bangladesh, look at the map. I put here the map of Bangladesh, then here Sri Lanka and also India. In these three countries, the juvenile offenders age limit are same, that is from 7 to 16 years. So the crimes committed by the juveniles aged from 7 to 16 are known as juvenile offenders in Bangladesh, India, and Sri Lanka. Next, in Pakistan and Thailand, boys and girls of age 7 to 18 years are called juvenile offenders. This is Pakistan, and here in the map, Thailand. Okay, here the age limits are different. Here, 7 to 18 years are known as juvenile offenders. Now we'll come to know about some of the causes of the juvenile offenses. So look at the diagram carefully. At the center, I have written poverty is the main cause. That means poverty is the main cause of the juvenile offenses. Okay, so uh, from poverty, different types of causes are created. Suppose from poverty, frustration can create. Okay, from poverty, there can be family disturbance. Okay, and because of unemployment opportunity, it gets result the poverty. Okay, so here we have written that poverty is the main reason of the juvenile offenses in our country. Why? Because many desires and demands of the juveniles of poor families remain unfulfilled. And for this reason, they suffer from frustration, and this frustration leads them towards the offenses. Okay, so from poverty comes what? Frustrations. Okay, then another thing is that inability of the parents to spare time for their children or to give attention them owing to their extreme business of their workplace at the outside. That means what? Lack of affection. That means they feel what? Loneliness due to the excessive busyness of the parents in their activities. The children actually suffers from loneliness, and this also another reason of what? Juvenile offenses. Look at bad company. Bad company, bad friends also can be the reason of juvenile offense. Then see another thing, family disturbance. We see that in some conjugal relationship of the parents, okay, are what? Not too much good, okay. There are some parents who are also offenders and bad manners also, and they are too much indifferent, okay, and absent-minded about their family. So these all are included in family disturbance. And another thing we can say that influence of what? Bad culture. Influence of bad culture is also another reason of the juvenile offenses. Okay. Next, see that unemployment. I have said, and another one is that loneliness. These are the main causes of the juvenile offenses. Now we can find more other causes of the juvenile offenses. Okay, first one is that betrayal in love, death of dear ones, instigation of the friends. Sometimes the already addicted friends instigate the other friends to take different kinds of addicted things. Okay, sometimes deprived of parental affections and excessive use of internet. These are also the reason of the juvenile offenses. Now, what can we do to stop these offenses? Preventive measures, okay? Preventive measures, first we can see that responsibilities of the guardians. First one is that remain conscious. So the parents must remain conscious of types of tendency of juvenile. They can actually stop the types of tendency of juvenile offenses, okay? They can easily keep juveniles away from doing some offenses, and for this it is necessary to create a very healthy atmosphere. So if the parents create a very healthy atmosphere, that means the family environment is good, so they can actually prevent the different kinds of offenses. And there the family, it's what there should be mental flourishment, there should be normal relationship between parents and the children. Then another thing, movement should be watched over. That means where are their children going, whom they are meeting, who are their friends, they should check. And there should be very easy and normal relationship, okay, in between parents and the children, so that they can actually share all the things with their parents. Now we'll go to the socio-economic program. First one is that employment opportunity. So we know that the poverty of the family is the main reason of committing offense by the juvenile. For this reason, employment opportunity of the parents and the development of economic condition of the parents must be ensured, so that the government and non-government organization must come forward in this effect. They also can take initiative. And last one is that education opportunity. First, I have written all children should be brought under the primary and secondary education. That means education need to be ensured for all. So all children and juvenile must be brought under the primary and secondary education. If so, on one hand, they will be inspired by education to lead a healthy and sound life. Okay, next one, see that last one, keep away from committing any offense. So if actually they are regular in their school, so their school environment will keep them away from committing any kinds of offenses. So these are the preventive measures. And now that is your evaluation, I can ask you some question from this discussion. So first question here, you can see, what is the age of juvenile offenders in Bangladesh, Japan, and India? So you can easily see that in Bangladesh and India, the age limit is from 7 to 16. But in age range in Japan, it is from 14 to 20 years. Question number two. What is the main cause of juvenile offense? You can easily see that poverty is the main cause of juvenile offense. Number three, say one step or measures to prevent juvenile offense. So this is your part that you can write any other measure or the steps which you think that appropriate to stop juvenile offense. And finally, I'd like to give you a homework, and that is read the chapter properly and find out more causes and preventive measures of the juvenile offense. You can write it in your copy that these are the more causes, and this is how the juvenile offenses can be stopped. So that's all for today. Keep watching my videos and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thanks to all. Thank you very much.